The Big 12 recently held a conference call updating stakeholders on the progress of college football playoff expansion. In the midst of the update, someone on the call asked how it would impact another round of conference realignment. Whether Texas was speaking for Oklahoma as well has not been determined. University of Texas Regents Chair Kevin Eltief is behind the pitch, sources tell CBS Sports. Eltief is a 62-year-old commercial real estate investor in Tyler, Texas, who served in the Texas Senate from 2004 to 13. He was appointed as a regent to the UT system by Texas Governor Greg Abbott in 2019. Here we are again, 10 years after the Great Realignment of 2010, contemplating realignment again for the same old reasons. Make that one reason: money. The generator is that aforementioned CFP expansion. The conferences with the most best teams win. The SEC favors CFP expansion that would include the 12 best teams. If it turns out that way, the SEC could wind up with 6 of those 12 teams if it adds Texas and Oklahoma to the fold. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe not. Whether it happens, this is what's next for major college athletics. Adapt or die. Who says the SEC stops at 16? Maybe it goes to 32, the same number of teams that populate the NFL, and just creates a separate league. The Big 12 has a grant of rights agreement that would serve as an impediment to this happening immediately. That agreement states, if any team leaves the conference before the TV deal expires in 2025, the conference would own that team's television rights. Texas and Oklahoma could leave, break that agreement and simply say, sue us. There are questions about how the Longhorn Network would fit in. Oklahoma has a third-tier agreement with Bally Sports, too. But the SEC and its 2 potential new partners are so big and so rich that those seem to be just details. At worst, even if SEC expansion is not immediate, Wednesday's developments will be lingering over both conferences until the Big 12 contract expires in 2025. There is way too much smoke at this point, one Big 12 source tells CBS Sports. Texas has long considered itself too aristocratic for the pedestrian SEC. If it left the Big 12, the ACC or Big 10 were considered more likely destinations. Oklahoma was the more likely choice and better fit for the SEC. Either way, the school's brands would be diluted. OU and UT rule the Big 12. In the SEC, Oklahoma and Texas would be perhaps the 4th, 5th or even 6th best programs. The SEC is bigger and far better than the Pac-12. It's not likely to turn down this epic request whether it's in the next 2 weeks or 2 years from now. Thank you.